Being a celebrity, especially in Hollywood, doesn't just mean people will recognize you on the street, but also that you're bringing home millions upon millions of cash money. For every role, no matter how small, some celebs can get a pretty hefty cut. So after a few years of living the life, they pretty much have all the iPhones, fancy cars, villas, and other nonsense they want. So what do they do with the rest of the money? The possibilities are virtually limitless. However, a lot of them just keep getting richer without us, the public, even knowing. Without further ado, here are 8 celebs you had no idea were filthy rich. 1. David Copperfield. $900 million. It's definitely some kind of magic. I'm not surprised to see Copperfield on this list, but the number did stagger me for a second. Sure, he's the most famous and commercially successful illusionist of all time. No, Jesus doesn't count, but for him to have almost $1 billion? That's insane. Well deserved though, in my opinion. 2. Rowan Atkinson. $130 million. Rowan who? Don't you mean Mr. Ben? You're probably sane as your eyebrow raises to over your forehead. Yes, believe it or not, Mr. Ben is just a character, just like Johnny English. So, would you say, by just looking at him, that he's dirty rich? I sure wouldn't, but he in fact is. $130 mil is nothing to scoff at, although in comparison to other celebs like Copperfield, it's chump change. 3. Howard Stern. $645 million. How can a radio host become a millionaire? No, I'm seriously asking, how? Is it because he acts like a jerk? I really don't know, but apparently he's got $645 million stashed somewhere. And here you thought he might be struggling for cash. Silly you. 4. Ashton Kutcher. $140 million. Knowing Kutcher, not personally, of course, I'm surprised he's only got $140 mil. It just doesn't feel right. He must have more than that hidden somewhere. Maybe he blew the rest on tech startups he loves investing in so much. Who knows? 5. Diddy. $820 million. Apparently rap and hip-hop are a great way to get millions of dollar bills. Who knew? Aside from being a rapper, Diddy, or, as it states in his birth certificate, Sean Combs, has his own recording label, dabbled in the alcohol industry with his own brand, and invested in many smaller business projects. So, for how his net worth is $820, but in a couple of years he's get to that $1 billion mark, and probably write a song about it. 6. Jackie Chan. $395 million. If you're one of those 5 people who don't like Jackie for no apparent reason, I forgive you. I mean, you're dead wrong, but it's okay, we can't all be right all the time. Anyway, good old Jackie Chan is one of my personal favorites when it comes to martial arts movies, and I'm extremely glad to know he's doing just fine with almost $400 mil under his butt. Now I need to binge me some Jackie. 7. Trey Parker and Matt Stone, combined $650 million. Who are these two and why are they millionaire celebrities? You may be asking yourself, and sure, while their names and faces mean nothing to you, you are 100% familiar with their work. Trey and Matt are the dudes behind South Park, one of the most direct, offensive, and unapologetic TV shows ever. So far they both are worth around $650 million, but this was before their new game South Park, Fractured But Whole came out. I wouldn't be surprised if they were at $700 million now. 8. J.K. Rowling. $1 billion. And finally our last celebrity, J.K. Rowling. She's the lady behind the whole Harry Potter franchise, and you know how successful the books and movies were, and still are. Probably, not to mention all sorts of merchandise and theme parks. Throughout her marvelous career, Rowling somehow managed to get $1 billion, making her richer than every single actor from the Harry Potter movies and probably like 90% of Hollywood stars.